everything. All right, what the hell, everything from the Smith Hole, Tuesday, October 27th, 2020. I'm so happy to be back in the Smith Hole. I'm not even joking, dude.
Yeah?
Yeah. The fact that we could have done podcasts before when we were in the Sheboygan studios last week, but it's hard to do, man. It's hard to find spots. It's hard to find rooms. We had to go to a closet to do Smith Hole Cinemas, which is fine.
It'd have been like doing a podcast in a hospital building or something. It's very strange. Like, not a creepy.
We'd
not
have
a
been
creepy
trying to
old
record podcasts, and G-Man would walk in. No, he wouldn't even know what's going on. Podcast? What?
He worked for Cisco Foods. Who knew?
So we were totally stoked when we opened the show up yesterday from the Smith Hole, and I think we came up with a new promotion.
Maybe.
Yeah. And a good Monday morning. Smitty in the morning on the Classic Rock Station 98.1 and 95.3 in the Straits area. Tim Logan, we're in the Smith Hole again.
Wheel of Studios. Oh, we're in the Smith Hole.
We've only been in 3 different studios.
I know.
You know? I mean, it's still a fun game to play.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, we should have some sort of contest. Have Smitty in the morning do their show from your home. We'll just need your internet.
We just need your Wi-Fi. We're like the guy on the couch.
Look, some weirdo's going to want us to come to their house and do the show. I bet listening right now.
There's probably some texts coming in.
I bet.
We'll see.
888-751-2327. You want us to come to your house and do the show?
Monday.
How about just get a request in? Get a wake-up tune in. 888-751-2327. CJ's got one for Steely Dan. Going to get that on in a hot second. But it's Monday, man. Just trying to get things kicked off right. I automatically feel better now that things are working halfway smoothly in the Smith Hole.
Yeah.
I feel better. Feel better about a lot of things.
Did you get some digital instruction from the tech guys?
Don't even.
I'm just asking.
The answer is no.
The answer is no.
The answer is no.
But it's
the
working
answer.
out.
The answer was, hey, just do it this way rather than the way you've been doing it for the last 6 months. All right. Take this extra 6 steps. Which is fine. We're getting it done.
Yeah,
you know?
we do a show.
We're getting it done.
Yeah.
High quality. 888-751-2327. That is 888-751-BEAR. Get your requests, your wake-up tunes in. Of course, Rock and Roll High School after 6 o'clock. Got your wake and breaks. Bear headlines. We'll talk Lions. Adele was on Saturday Night Live, and I'm pretty sure that's not Adele, by the way. It's an imposter. More on that coming up. Fat guy news. All kinds of stuff today, man. Oh, first week. 8 o'clock wake and breaks, you get the your bonus munchie pack from Culver's. Like prize pack, value pack, and custard.
Butter burger.
Yeah, man. And we used to pay rent in eels back in the day. It's all coming up on the show. It's just a good, fun show, you guys.
Bringing it back.
888-751-BEAR. Let's get the show on the road. I will say that I am happy about the setup being back in the Smith Hole. I'm not bitching.
I'd listen to that show with all the stuff we had coming up there. Like,
I was going to edit out all that part.
Well, we sometimes.
Now I'll leave it in because Tim said it. So, I mean, there's no point in editing out. So now it's a moot point. And nobody knows what the hell I'm talking about.
Nobody wanted us to come to the house and do the show.
Well, not yet.
Not yet.
We really only just started talking about it. I honestly don't want to go to anybody's house to do the show. So please don't.
I don't want to shovel anyone's driveway this winter while we're at their house.
Be doing a show from somebody's living room. Dogs are running around. Kids are running around. COVID's running around.
We're going to Josh's house.
Man, I haven't even been there to see my niece yet. So clearly I can't go to somebody else's house to do a radio show.
Man. And scene.
Oh, geez.
Can we talk about you tried this brain supplement called the Alpha Brain?
Yeah.
And earlier
which is supposed to improve memory and focus.
Yeah.
And it does when I take it.
And I said to you, I go, hey, are you taking that stuff? I know you got it, but did you stick to the regimen? You go, yeah, I take it when I can remember to.
Yeah. Dude, that's a big problem.
I'm not making fun of you. It's just a matter.
You should be.
It's like, yeah, I take.
You should be making fun of me. I deserve it.
I take the mind supplement when I can remember to take it.
I also wash my ass when I remember. 6 o'clock wake and break. Oh, I'm turning down the wrong thing. Because of extra steps.
Science,
there we go.
Science.
Your 6 o'clock wake and break comes out of Sydney, Australia. A woman by the name of Nadia Bakati. She is a writer for she is a sexpert, allegedly.
Huh.
I'm sure she gave herself that term, or somebody else gave it to her, but she writes about sex and sex ed and sex health and such for news.com.au. It's an Australian news service. And she's talking about a different kind of toxic masculinity that you hear about in the news. Specifically, well, I'll quote her in the story. Perhaps we have toxic masculinity all wrong. Maybe toxic was actually meant in reference to the hazardous odors emanating from men's unwashed bodies. Like, for instance, it's talking about the hygiene of your average male, which, I'm pretty sure she's on the right page there, because there's all kinds of. I'll be the first to admit, my this time in the Smith hole, my hygiene is taking a dive. You're like, what time is it? Do I have to shower today? Am I showering today? What's going on?
And maybe I have toxic masculinity because I have no idea. I don't notice such things.
How do you not notice?
Because I don't think of the stink.
She says thousands of women have taken to Reddit to ask how they can get their husband to stop leaving skid marks. That's one. She says male hygiene, the abysmally low standard we set for it, serves as yet another nod to the gendered double standards that dominate heterosexual relationships. She says all my female friends practice intensive grooming regimens to ensure their vaginas look and smell fresh prior to sex.
Huh.
Basically, men are dirty is what she's getting at in this story. I mean, it's not, it's not wrong.
In our defense as dudes, I think the issue with the streaks, that might be more of a fat guy thing. Because I can attest, as a fat person, a very fat person, things were more difficult to stay clean, and the clean did not last long.
I mean, it's, there's just more things to wash.
Yeah,
there's more things to lift up. You got to get in, like, creases around yourself. But it even says in the story, and I'm not trying to be graphic or anything.
Right.
But, real good hygiene. She says the amount of men that don't wash underneath their foreskin is like, it's a pandemic, so to speak. I will actually be proud of myself that I wash all the things when I'm washing. When I do wash, I wash all the things.
Every inch.
That's your wake and break. Now you feel normal. I will say I've never really had a skid mark problem. That has never been a complaint from a lady.
Yeah.
Skid marks. I've always been pretty good in that scenario.
Your underwear should not look like a NASCAR track.
For the record, I do clean more than I have advertised. Yeah, it shouldn't look like a NASCAR track. It's gross. Wash your ass, wipe your ass correctly, and it shouldn't be a problem.
I mean, that's good advice.
Yeah, I feel like it's great advice. One you should just take, one that everybody can take with them.
Why is it needed advice, though?
This is fantastic to me because it really flowed in. Tim's inability to read just flowed right in with what we were going to talk about. Reading and words.
Sometimes I'm illiterate. Yeah.
Reading the Precision Collision text line. Feel free to chime in at any time by texting 888-751-BEAR. Now, you had said David, who constantly texts now, and he's a great texter. He's a great listener. He contributes a lot, at least to our entertainment on the other side of this thing.
Yeah.
You said, David's riding the bus. And I'm like, well, that's not that weird. And then I looked at the text, and he said, waiting at the bus stop watching Evil Dead clips with my 8-year-old son. There's no part in that says he is taking the bus
Nope.
Waiting at the bus stop with my 8-year-old son. Which part of that says?
That kid goes to school is what that says to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just curious which part of that. So many times that happens where you'll say somebody said this on a text line or something, and I'll go and look, and it is 100% nothing what has been texted.
Man, and talk about me being a journalist, because that's basically news.
Reading. That's all that is.
It's fundamental. But
This will be perfect for you. All right? We're talking about reading, Now, this story says Jamie Lee Curtis isn't happy about Merriam-Webster recognizing irregardless as a word. It's not necessarily about Jamie Lee Curtis. It's just about a bunch of people upset about it. And there's a great point made, because Merriam-Webster just now officially recognized the word irregardless as a word. By the way, it is regardless, not irregardless.
Yeah.
That's one of my total pet peeves. Grammar is, believe it or not, I know I can't say words, but I know words.
You could think them.
Yeah.
And that's not a word.
It's not a word. And they say in the story, it's kind of the same thing as, we're going to get to the point where, all 3 iterations of there, T-H-E-I-R, and then apostrophe R-E, and then there, they're all going to be interchangeable. Same with your and your.
Oh, you're adjusting to the dumb.
Man, it's totally adjusting to the dumb. I mean, there is something to be said, like with slang words, the Lake Superior State list of banned words.
Yeah.
There's something to those slang words and new words being added to the dictionary, because that's how language works. We come up with something new, and that's how we have evolution of language.
Yeah.
But it's just stupid grammar shouldn't be included. That makes me feel like idiocracy. And there's people listening, and there's people, you see them on Facebook, they want to say grammar Nazis, and they want to say it's not a big deal. It is, because you look stupid.
By the time you're older, you're just going to be communicating in emojis.
Emojis, and really only just going to be saying monosyllabic things like, duh. I mean, seriously, it's the idiocracy thing where he's like, I'm watching this.
Oh, my balls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not, I don't feel like I'm off base. I don't really feel like I'm off base. It's just dumber and dumber and dumber and dumber.
Just going to be all emojis. But luckily, by the time that our shift in language goes to just emojis and grunts, you're going to be so old you won't care.
Maybe. Could be next year, for all I know. Depends how the election goes. We were closing out the show yesterday, and so what we're gonna go to is right before we went on the air with Tim's idea, and I'm like, this is stupid. Then I just decided to follow along with it, because at that point it's gonna be funny.
What did I do?
We were closing the show out. It's called Hotkeys for Tim.
Oh yeah.
We've got hotkeys set up. I guess it's the one bonus, right?
You should play with it to end the show.
Let's not
No?
do that.
I mean, just hit a bunch of random shit. Like,
Why?
I don't know.
It doesn't make any sense.
Ha-ha.
It's only ha-ha to us.
Okay, that's fair. Logistics.
There we go.
Okay.
Smitty in the morning on the Bear.
The classic rock station.
We're having a conversation just now off the air. We got our studio computer set up in the Smith hole so we can play sound. Don't ask me why. But Tim's like, just start pressing buttons and let's play with it.
Let's see what happens. What did it
Jesus Pete.
Nerd alert!
That's as good as money, sir.
Bonerific.
It's clean. It's cold. Now that's what I call high quality H2O.
There you go. Are
See?
you happy now?
Yeah, that makes me happy.
I
Hopefully
guess so.
it didn't make people turn away like, what is all this noise?
What do you got planned for the rest of the day? How you going to end your day?
How mu-
Any slam bang things you're going to do today?
I'm gonna
Have you watched Borat yet?
not yet.
Dude,
That's
you need to watch it.
partially the plan. I'm probably time is running out. I have to carve a pumpkin. I have to
Yeah, you were
carve a
supposed to
jack-o'-lantern.
carve one for the Smith hole.
Yeah, we were
Weeks ago.
We were out of the Smith hole for like a week.
Yeah, what does that have to do with one single thing? You
'Cause
knew
I-
we were coming back in here.
Yeah,
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 yeah. See,
yeah.
No,
that's the whole argument.
I hung drapes. I did that. I had to do it.
You don't need to carve a pumpkin for the Smith hole. We have plenty of decorations in
I'm
here.
gonna hang some drapes in here.
You need to watch Borat, though. I need to finish it today. It is so utterly doggone ridiculous. And when I say ridiculous, in a great way. I was crying, laughing probably 3/4 of the way through that movie. All the way through it.
Subsequent movie film. Yeah.
Yeah, man, it's fantastic. I need to finish it today. That's highly recommended.
I like the first one. That was ridiculous back then, and I'm curious to see what he did now.
All right, let's see. Tomorrow, of course, more keywords, 7:35 and 9:35 for the Bear Man Cave. Other than that, more bonus munchies for the 8 o'clock wake and break tomorrow. And,
Culver's, man.
yeah.
That's good stuff.
I'm thinking about my doorbell. When you gonna ring it? When you gonna ring it?
That'll do it for us. We'll do better tomorrow. We'll see you in the morning.
What does this show even mean?
Yeah. What does this show even mean?
The last part, that was just the end of the day, though. Like, the rest of it was well calculated and performed at a high standard of. No, it wasn't. Who am I kidding?
No.
It sounded cool.
This was off the air earlier, and it looks like I'm really mad when it happens. I'm not mad because in my head it was funny when I did it. And I should preface it by saying I always have Kleenex down here. I'm a nose-blowing idiot. He's a nose-blowing idiot. And I have to stock up on Kleenex, you know?
Humans.
So if, I'm a big fan of when I know that the Kleenex box is empty, of knowing when it's empty so I can go refill it.
Teamwork.
Yep. So this is off the air earlier today. Oh. You could have fucking told me.
You were out of the room when I reached for it.
You want to talk about a massive just overreaction.
You look so mad, and I'm just laughing.
Just a mess. In my head, it was funny. I'm like, you could have fucking told me. Like it was a joke in my head. It doesn't a lot of times that happens where I say it's funny to me.
Yeah.
It doesn't really register as a joke to anybody else. But man, you want to talk about just like overreacting.
Just you sneezing. And I look at it.
Throwing a goddamn 2-year-old fit. Just throwing a 2-year-old fit.
You're so presidential. But you basically, I just looked and started laughing. Like, I know you're not mad.
I know, it was funny.
Though probably there are times when you are mad and I'm just laughing at you, and that probably makes you more mad. Occasionally that occurs. Not
It
often.
happens. I get really mad when I can't form words and I have the stuttering Smitty thing happens.
And then I laugh.
The brains thing. I don't know if I can find the brains thing here real quick. But when my synapses won't connect the thoughts to words, I know it's funny to some people.
Yeah.
And I know it's hilarious. It's funny to you. It should be funny. You're a fucking professional that is supposed to be forming words for a living. And when you can't do that, it's funny. But I get so pissed off at myself.
At yourself, yeah.
And then it makes me mad at you for laughing, but I understand why you're laughing. Yeah. I am pissed off you're laughing at my unprofessionalism when I would be laughing at me.
Yeah. I get that.
Yeah. I am reaching all sorts of new levels of old man. This is a collection of clips the last few days of me reaching old man levels.
It's getting closer and
Oh
closer.
my
by the
God.
minute.
Smitty in the morning on the Bear.
The classic rock station.
Taking the next step to complete my old man journey. It's a small step, but it's a good step,
I feel like it's World War II documentaries.
Oh, no, I've already been on that kick
You've been
for
through
years.
there?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Slippers.
Slippers.
Just purchased my first pair of slippers online. They should be here any day now.
Are you excited?
Slippers, yeah, kind of. I was thinking about it the other day ago. I was like, man, starting to get chilly down in the Smith hole. My little tootsies get cold when I'm down here, and I need to keep warm. I wear socks, but I don't like wearing shoes down in the Smith hole because it reduces. You get too much dirt and crap,
Yeah.
But I happened to just notice Brother Levi's slippers. I'm like, and he keeps trying to talk me into it, and I'm like, that's too old man for me right now. I'm not ready for that yet. But now I am. I am so excited for my slippers to get
Your
here.
slipper. I just think it's funny you called it your tootsies, but hey, we rock.
What else are you gonna call them?
Your feet,
Eh,
toes.
not for this storytelling moment. They're tootsies.
Tootsies
You
go in
know?
slippers.
My tootsies get cold. You gotta have some little slippery doos to keep
Smitty slippers.
keep tootsies warm, man. Man, I will tell you what. My sleep game is at 100 right now. It is so
Yeah.
good. If nobody knows this, a real quick recap. Historically, since I've been 30 or something, or an adult, I haven't slept really well.
Yeah.
I just haven't. Insomnia bad. I'm up all the time. I'll sleep for a couple hours, then I wake up, then I get pissed off that I'm awake, and then I just get out of bed. That's how
Yeah.
it went for years and years and years. Last 4 to 5 years, though, it's really gotten better. Thanks, marijuana and melatonin. But, man, I tell you what, I bought that weighted blanket. The weighted blanket. I bought it last week. Monday was the first night I got to sleep on it. The only night I got to sleep in it, and then I had to go to Sheboygan and work out of that studio for 4 days. So I
Yeah.
didn't. But they say on the package, they say, it's going to be fantastic, but wait anywhere from a week to 3 weeks for the full benefits of it.
Of the weighted blanket.
Yeah, and I can see how, because I'm just about 5 days now that I've been sleeping with that blanket, and I can't even describe the restful sleep that I've gotten, just how restful I am in bed, how rested and comfortable. It's like you're in a little cocoon, and it's honestly, it is the most rested I've been in forever. I can't even sing its praises enough.
You're like, why didn't I buy one of these 10 years ago?
Well, I think they just came out
Is
with
it a
these a
newer
few
thing?
years ago.
Wow.
And they've been super expensive, and now that there's other companies that are starting to make them, so prices are starting to come down. I bought a 15-pound weighted blanket. You hear that, the weighted blanket, 15 pounds, really? But then you pick it up, it just looks like a regular blanket in a bag, and you go
Yeah.
to pick it up, you're like, oh, Jesus. Yeah, it's 15 pounds. It's a blanket.
But you have been super rested.
Oh, my God. I can't even describe how great these
and
things
you
are.
feel amazing?
Yeah,
Yeah?
yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. I mean, I'm super just out of it all the time when I'm the first couple hours of the morning.
Because you're still in rest mode.
Oh
Your
my
body's
God,
like,
dude.
ah.
Tell you what, weighted blankets. It's the rest of the future. The rest of the future. I meant that both ways. I was just trying to describe to Tim I have the new weighted blanket. So I was trying to put how comfortable it is in terms that he could understand. So
Yeah.
I said, dude, you know how when you get up in the middle of the night and you already, you wake up from having that just sweet spot in the bed, with the covers are in the right place and it's so snuggly, and then you get up and you go to the bathroom and you come back and you can't find that spot again, and you can't go back to sleep because you lose the snuggly spot and everything's ruined. But getting that weighted blanket almost ensures that you always have the snuggly spot. This is kind of what I was
spot.
going to say.
Yeah.
But you're like, oh, I don't even know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
What are you
don't.
talking about? It's easily one of the things I feel like most people can relate to is the snuggly spot in your bed.
I think so. Like I was telling you, I just sleep. Like I go, okay, I'm going to bed. And
Yeah.
almost at any point, I could be sitting up, I could be standing, I could be laying down. I go, sleep time, out.
I don't know
I'm
how you
just
do
out.
it. I don't know how you do it.
There's no I don't know what it is,
You're
man.
not a regular human.
I am not. There is no comfort aspect to it. I'm just like, do I want to sleep now? Yeah, I guess I have to. Out. And I'm
Dude,
done.
sleeping has become one of my top 5 favorite activities. It's right up there with masturbating and drinking whiskey.
Hey, just don't do them at the same time.
It's,
But
says who? Yeah, I really, honestly, I can't even relate. You said off the air that you hate sleeping.
I don't like sleeping at
The
all.
fuck? How do you even justify that in your brain?
It's a waste of time. My body is wasting my time. I just want to keep doing stuff. I think in my mind, and I don't know what's wrong with me, but I think I gotta sleep. That's a time when I could be doing things when people aren't around or doing this.
If
or-
you're so productive and are so worried about your time being wasted, you don't even have a Smith hole jack-o'-lantern made.
I know, because I was so busy sleeping. Like, that's what happened.
That makes complete sense.
Because my body
Makes
was
complete
like,
sense.
you must rebuild.
We also didn't have the clip of me saying on the show that I'm more and more interested in metal detecting.
Detection.
I probably won't metal detect, though.
sure?
It's not something I really want to do. It's
Well-
kind of appealing, though.
What if you find, some ancient artifact that's worth $1 million that you found in the beach of Traverse City somewhere, and you're like, it's an old ring from medieval times, and then
Well, then it'd be like my dad used to say, if ifs and buts were candies and nuts, then life would be that bowl of cherries we all so desire.
that is the oldest man thing you've ever said.
What the hell, everything? What the hell, everything?